Must be confusion in their mind. With your text, no more than what we already have.
Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is DC DCB, baby. Don't forget the baby. Today, we're gonna jump right into the video. It's gonna be all about my Jamaica Carnival experience. I'll give you guys a quick breakdown of the Jamaica Carnival planning, but not really, because honestly, it was really easy to plan. I'm more going to give you the tea on the parties, my experience, my road experience, my costume pickup experience, my costume ordering experience. But I will include prices and so on in this video so that you also can get a kind of an idea. But if you're looking at the video now and you've decided you want to play mask, you should be paying your costume by now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just being honest. So, Jamaica Carnival. I'm not sure what the dates for Jamaica Carnival are this year. I will put them on the screen. So those are the dates for Jamaica Carnival. Last year they were April something to April something. We decided we're going to Jamaica Carnival in August, 100%, because I remember putting down the payment for the Airbnb in August. Because Jamaica Carnival isn't as big as Trinidad Carnival yet, it's fairly easy to book Airbnbs like 6 months prior to. It's not an issue. The thing is, the Airbnbs are really reasonably priced. Airbnb August 30th, 2018. The total is $674.81 Canadian. We booked it from Tuesday, April 23rd to Tuesday, April 30th. The chances of Airbnb selling on Jamaica are really slim. Like, I don't think I heard anyone saying they couldn't find accommodations. The only thing I would say is just be careful with the area you're in, because Jamaica's great, it's wonderful, it's fun, but it's also not the safest country, so you just have to be kind of careful with where you stay. You don't want to get caught up in the wrong area, because listen, honey, we chose to stay in, I think it was New Kingston, and we stayed in a gated Airbnb. That is a piece of advice I'll give you guys, is get a gated place. You know, ask around. There are tons of Facebook groups and stuff where you can ask around, ask for advice as to where you should stay and stuff. So I'd say definitely take advantage of those. I believe I just have like family and friends who live there, so I asked. And then obviously I did my own research, the usuals, Bahamanista, Global Carnivales. So when Jamaica released their costumes for 2019 Carnival, we went with Dancehall Queen. And Dancehall Queen was a legit costume. Like, it was all black with the Rasta colors, like, you know? It just looked bad. And I'll post a picture of it right here. For what we got though, like, we paid a lot. You know, we paid a lot because everything is listed in USD. You guys need to learn to respect Canada because we are somebody. $5.95 USD was the cost of the costume, and of course in Canadian dollars. This is a recent exchange rate, but it's $7.83. I, as usual, was the coordinator of all things Carnival, and so I researched all the events. I researched a driver. We got Mr. Francis, who we named Sir Francis, and he was amazing. A younger guy, super dope, picks us up, drops us off to all the events, and he was really reasonably priced. He even dropped us off to places in between the events. Hit me up, message me on Instagram if you need a driver for Jamaica Carnival, and I will provide you with information. So don't forget, my Instagram is @NECB. We had the driver situated, we had the Airbnb situated, and we had our costume situated. So you're able to pay for the costume in installments. I think we did it in 3. Now, in regards to events, you guys know I'm an events person. Like, events are my thing, yo. Events. So as usual, I did my research. I went through everything. And it came down to I Love Soca, Silent Morning Cooler Cruise, Soca Brainwash, Ambush, Sunrise Breakfast Fete, The Road, and then Jamaica Cool Down. But if anybody knows me, the one thing you should know about me is that I love Shensia. I am a Shen Yang. I love Shensia. So like last minute, maybe like 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks before Jamaica Carnival, Kes decided to do Tuesday on the Rocks. Now, I also love to see Kes perform, so I knew him and Shensia had a song out. Shensia is obviously going to be in Jamaica for Carnival, so Kes obviously is going to have to bring Shensia on stage because he likes to bring surprise guests. And so I was like, to my friend, I was like, hey girl, I know you said that was it for the parties, but let me tell you, Kes is performing. And she was like, ooh, Kes. And I'm like, and I'm 100% he's gonna bring Shensia on stage. So at first we were kind of contemplating it, and I kid you guys not, maybe like a couple days before we left for Jamaica Carnival, we bought the tickets for Tuesday on the Rocks. and I was ecstatic. And so that's where I'm gonna start the party review, because I need to tell you guys about all these freaking parties I went to in Jamaica. I'm gonna, you know, take them from beginning to end, like, you know, what was included and all that fun stuff. So let's get right into it. Tuesday on the Rocks was the Tuesday, obviously, and it was from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. I actually think it ended a little bit earlier, but we're not gonna talk about it. And the cost was $49.37 USD. And if I have any clips, skirt over here, I'll insert them. It was freaking amazing. The vibes are on 500. They promoted it to a lot of university students, and I think the university students even got like a discount. So like there were a lot of younger people there. It was freaking lit. Usain Bolt was there. So who did he bring out? Shensia came out. I think Teddyson came out. He got Munga. It's a Munga. He got him to come out. I was like, bitch. And so Munga was there. Conscience came out. It's Jamaica Carnival, right? So you're gonna have a lot of soca, but obviously because it's Jamaica, we gonna have our dance hall. So a lot of the dance hall that they played was older dance hall at the beginning, and then they moved into the newer dance hall, and you know, I was kind of rusty. That was amazing. I love Tuesday on the Rocks. It wasn't an all-inclusive or anything. It was literally us coming and watching. They did have this really good food truck area at the side. Cheap. And everything was scrum diddly amptious. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was amazing. If they do Tuesday on the Rocks again this year, I would suggest that you go. Tickets are not super expensive. So okay, let's move on to the next party. So the following day, we did I Love Soca. Once again, a really reasonably priced party. It was a cooler fit, actually. It was $35 USD. We just purchased these online. And something else I should mention. For Trinidad Carnival in my video, I mentioned a lot that I had to go through concierge. I had to go through 2 different concierge services to get all the tickets I wanted for all those fests. For this one, for Jamaica Carnival, because it's not like in super high demand, it's not hard to get tickets. I had a solid time. I got lit. But all in all, it was a good time. We would have had a better time if we could have moved to the front. I feel like my only issue with cooler fets is the cooler aspect of them. I hate the fact that we have to be dragging around the shit. So we didn't have a cooler, but we had a cooler bag. So we just had to be like carrying it around, trying to go through the crowd. And it was like super annoying. But all in all, we had like a good time. Like I personally had the time of my life. I'd say I Love Soca is a solid fet to go to. I would recommend. Okay, so next up on my list is Silent Morning Cooler Cruise. Now let me tell you guys something. There's a special place in my heart for cruises. There's a special place in my heart for cruises. A special place. If this is not the side that the heart is on, I'm sorry to me. I don't know me. I love the vibe. I love the fact that we're on water even though I can't swim. I love the fact that, like, you know, the wind is just blowing. I love the fact that everyone's stuck on the boat. So if you see a shorty you really like, they can't get away from you because you can still be eyeing them. And you know, if you're thinking twice, you can go back again because shawty's gonna be somewhere else in the boat. But yeah, I had a really good time. I think it was food inclusive. Yeah, okay, first of all, we thought we were running late. And so we're kind of panicking, we're kind of rushing. We get there chilling. Boats still docked. I'm not telling you guys to come late, but when you come, just be prepared to be sitting there for an hour before you leave, because that's exactly what happened every freaking time. But I'm not gonna bad them up because the party was ton up. The music was really good. I will say it's hot. Be prepared for that, and make sure you guys have your setting powder to put underneath your foundation, and then more setting powder to put on top of your foundation, and a very matte foundation, because I made the foolish mistake of not wearing the correct foundation. I was literally melting, y'all. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was just like, damn. Out on the deck, it was a lot better, and it was just amazing. I thought it was a cooler cruise. I could bring my alcohol on there and be chilling and drinking and sipping. I was pretty hyped about that. So it was sick. It was tana. So anyways, that was Silent Morning. I would definitely recommend that if you're even going to Trinidad Carnival, go to the Silent Morning there. Next up on the list, I'm sorry y'all, Soca Brainwash. I'm trying to stay on the wave. I'm trying to be on it. I'm trying to ride it, but I can't. Like, okay, Soca Brainwash, I'll say the same thing I said for Trinidad Carnival. Soca Brainwash, the aesthetic is beautiful, it's amazing, it's wonderful. They put a lot of thought and energy. DJ Private Ryan and his team are very detail oriented, so they really want to create this experience. I think this one was called Smile Jamaica, and the cups were cute. Everything was cute, but it's one of those fetes that you go to if you're not really trying to get down bud. So if you just want to kind of like, you know, chill out, pose up, it's cool. Like that's what it's for. People do dance, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the hype, it doesn't live up to the hype. I think it was only drinks inclusive, and the price of the ticket wasn't as crazy as Trinidad. It was $120 USD. Oh, and Silent Morning was $45. The music was pretty solid. Things went well. But as you guys know, I'm never like super thrilled about Soca Brainwash. There was nothing wrong with the party. It's just not the party for me, I think. So Soca Brainwash was on the Friday. So we did one fat a day, which you guys know for me is like turned down for what. On Saturday at the crack of dawn, so it was 3 a.m., we went to Ambush. Now, there should be a video dedicated to the bullshit that was Ambush. Jesus! Oh my God. It was awful. It was terrible. I want my money back. First of all, they had Ambush in Portmore. Now, Ambush in the bush in Portmore. If anybody knows anything about Portmore, the number one thing you need to know is that Portmore is the mosquito capital of the world. Portmore has the most monstrous, obnoxious, terrible mosquitoes that you will ever encounter in your entire life. Every single one of us forgot to put on mosquito repellent because we hate ourselves, apparently. When we get in there, there's just a mob of people because organization is not a thing. There's a little tiny gate and there's a mob of us trying to push through. So finally we get through. They had a shuttle bus there to take us onto the road. So at this point there are tons, hundreds of people on the road, and we're walking behind a truck. So we're trying to get alcohol. It's so difficult to get the attention of the bartenders on the truck because there's like hundreds of people yelling towards them. After fighting to get some alcohol, I don't think we got it. The truck just drove off without us. So there was a truck at the front, and then there was a truck at the back. And we were at the back because we just got there. And the truck that we were close to shut down. Lights off, everything. So imagine hundreds of us walking in the dark. There's only 2 trucks on the road, but we are all walking in darkness, no music. We were just hearing the music in the distance. So we're there dancing with it. We're like, what song is that? What song is that? We couldn't even dance to the music good because we couldn't hear the lyrics because the truck was at the front. At no point did anyone try to troubleshoot. No one tried to do anything to the truck. That was it. It was like, okay, truck's done. Boom. Let me tell you the exact amount I paid for this Ambush package. The exact amount we paid for the Ambush package through Carnival by Candy was $105 USD. We paid $105 for food. We paid $105 for drinks. We paid money. We paid cash money. And we went on the road and we were walking in darkness for at least 2 hours. No music. And we just said, fuck it. Like, we wanted to stay there only because we paid the money and, like, the experience. But it got to a point where it's like, it's been 2 hours and you guys haven't even tried to, like, do anything to help us. Like, they're just leaving us there. They didn't even say, yo, just take the shuttle buses. Let's go back to the main spot and then we'll all just party there. Like, at least that. So I got back on the shuttle bus. Shuttle bus got on there. Got back to the main area. Nobody was there yet. And there were showers. That's one thing they had. But we got food. We got water. And then we went to go wait for our driver who took a while to come get us. And then we went home. And guess what we had to do after we got back? Guess, y'all, we had to get ready for sunrise. We got there really late because mans were tired. We got there and the sun was at its highest peak. And sun, apparently, in April in Jamaica, it's not a joke. It actually will kill you. Like, people were passing out. There's a guy who had a seizure. I spent more than half of sunrise in the bathroom tent in front of a fan. We couldn't stand outside for more than 5 minutes without being like, nah, we're not staying out here. That's how bad it was. And obviously, the event itself was a good event. They had lots and lots of food. They had performances. Munga came on. It was pretty. The only problem I had is that it was so hot. But that was on us because the party actually starts at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but we got there at 11 because we're like, we're not coming at 5 o'clock in the morning. The only issue with coming at like 11 is that you get the 11 o'clock sun. So if you're gonna go to sunrise, go to sunrise at sunrise. That was 145 USD and it started at 5 a.m. and it ended at 1 p.m. It actually didn't end at 1 p.m. It ended later. I'll talk about Jamaica Cool Down. So Jamaica Cool Down was cool. It was dope. It went from 1 to 9 p.m. You know, pretty chill People were dancing, people were having fun, people were drinking. I think it was a cool event as well. They did have lots of performances. It was on the beach, so that was a nice bonus. You got the nice breeze from the water. Okay, so we're pulling it back to costume pickup for Jamaica. Costume pickup for Jamaica for us was flawless. We went, we picked up our stuff, and we were good to go. Our lady, Keisha Al's, I think her name is. She was really dope and had our costumes packaged. Like, we saw that on Instagram from the night before. She was super organized. And now, I can't speak for anybody else, because when I was there, people were looking real pissed. And I had a couple people tell me that the costume wasn't ready, the backpack wasn't there, the backpack wasn't right, they didn't have the right costume. Like, there were some technical difficulties at the mass camp. I like that when you pick up your costume, they take a picture of you. I like that one a lot, and they email it to you to show you that your costume has been picked up and this is who picked it up. And so I really, really like that. They had a fitting room where you could try on your stuff. We head out to the road. So they had gone on the road maybe like early morning. We got there for lunch because we're like, we're good. So we get there, and with Jamaica, there's a huge lunch stop. There's tents, there's bathrooms, there's all this stuff, there's food. Now, mind you, Jamaica asked us what we wanted to eat. I put down chicken. All of us put down chicken. We get to the lunch stop to go get our chicken. And Jamaica, this is where I'm gonna have to drag you for 5 seconds. Just give me a solid 5 seconds to drag you, and then we'll move on. Because I just don't understand. How is it on God's green earth that you asked me what I wanted to eat? You took the number down. You took my hard-earned cash money, my $700 odd, and then when I get to the mass camp, you're giving my food to other people who are not in costume, who are not in t-shirt. You're giving it to your friends. The little Instagram celebs of Jamaica. No. There's no way in hell. When I tell you guys, the line was from here to tomorrow morning. People didn't have food. You wanna know what I ended up eating? Some vinegary ass fish and coleslaw. 2 little pieces of fish that were barely fish. It was mostly batter. Did I order fish? I sure as hell did not. But bro, we're eating scraps. I'm putting it right here. We're eating scraps. We're eating scraps. We're eating scraps. I'm like, am I a scavenger? Am I a raccoon? Hello, why am I eating scraps, bro? Anyways, after that fiasco, I went on to have fun on the road. It was an amazing time on the road. The road is larger than Trinidad. You have a lot more space to spread out, have fun. I got my alcohol. I literally told the lady, just put some Ray and Nephew and insert chaser here. She did exactly what I asked, and I was lit. I was drunk because obviously my stomach was empty because I didn't eat. It just felt free. It felt wonderful. It felt just amazing. When we got to the dinner stop, they had a couple different options. I went to one of them. Dry up pizza. Luckily they came around with pizza, like a box of pizza afterwards, and my friend and I, we just went in on that because they had an after party, but the people we were with were tired, so we ended up going home. I would say my overall rating of Jamaica Carnival would be a solid, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 for the fact that I starved and that ambush was absolutely trash. I think that there is some work to be done, but I do think that Jamaica's on the right track because, you know, those are my people. But I do have to be completely honest, and after having experienced Trinidad Carnival, I don't want to compare and contrast, but after experiencing Trinidad Carnival and such premium events, I just need them to step it up this much. So overall, Jamaica Carnival was a success. However, there are some things that you guys need to work out, which I've explained in this video. Though I did say it was a 7.5 out of 10, that does not mean I didn't enjoy it. Would I go again? Maybe. And if I do, I might not play mass, but I would definitely go to more local parties that I stated. So anyways, let me know below if you guys are going to Jamaica Carnival, because I would love to know who are you playing with, which parties are you going to. Let me know the deets. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. But you can also go ahead and hit me up on Instagram because I always answer my DMs. And I think that's pretty much it for me. So as always, it's peace, and it's a love, and it's a annyeong.
I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. You want my